Hello guys, this is TechFit back with another video, and today's video is about how to make this cool looking galaxy type banner. It's really simple and I made this one in around 5 minutes, so that's how simple it is. Alright, so what you want to do, first thing you want to do is you want to find 3 separate pictures that look fairly nice and have good contrast with each other. So like my background is kind of the same color as my text, but the middle bit is quite different, so you can see everything nice and easily. So you want to find 3 pictures that have that type of contrast, and once you have those, you can go ahead and open them in Photoshop. So I have these 3. So I'm going to open them all at once, and as you can see I named them as well, so it's easier to tell which one is which. Alright, so you have a big background, which is the main, like the background, and then you have the small background, which is the background for the banner itself, and text, which is what this is made out of. Alright, so you want to set the width to 2120 pixels and the height to 350 pixels, and you can name that banner. Alright, and make it 8 or 16-bit because it won't let you use the magic wand otherwise, and you want it to be white. Click OK. So it comes up with that banner. You want to go File, New. Width is 2120 again, and height is 1192 pixels, and 8 or 16 bit is again, and name this cover. Alright, keep it white. Okay, so you have these 2 blank rectangles. So what you want to do is you want to get the text one and just drag it to the banner and just put it there. Now you want to press Ctrl T and just resize it to however you would want it. And it doesn't have to be in the center, you can put it on the side. So now that you have it where you want it, it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to cover the whole thing. This is just for the text, so getting the right size. So yeah, and so now what you want to do is you want to press enter, and you want to click the text icon and make sure it's horizontal type tool, and just type in whatever your name is. So I'm just going to do name for an example, and you want to drag that down to where you can see it. I want to put it over here a little, because that nice light to dark gradient will look pretty good in the name. So it's like that. I'm happy with that, so you want to just deselect that. And then now what you want to do is you want to get the magic wand tool and just click on that and hold shift and just click on all the other letters as well. So once you have selected all of the letters, you want to go onto layer 1 or the background layer and just press Ctrl X. Right, so now what you can do is you can hide that text layer, and you should see a white blank space of what you just cut. So now you can go ahead and delete the text layer and also the other layer as well, the background layer. So now it's just white again. So now what you want to do is you want to get that small background that you got from Google Images or something, and you want to put it on your banner. Alright, so just use the drag tool and just drag it onto the banner. And now this has to cover the entire banner, so what you want to do is you press Ctrl T, just line it up, and I want it a bit lower. Alright, so I'm happy with this now. over here. Might move a bit. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Press enter. Now here's the magic bit. Press Control V, and the name should come up. Alright? And what you want to do is you want to press Control T on the name layer, and you just want to resize that so it's nice and in the center and touching both edges. Press enter when you're happy with that. So it looks pretty nice already, but YouTube won't let you put that into your banner with just that narrow rectangle. You have to put in a larger size for TVs so they can see your whole channel art with their screen. So this one, you want to get your big background and drag that onto the cover photo and paste it in there, and just want to put it where you want it to be. So I'm happy with that. And now you go into banner and you just right click on the background layer and merge visible. Now you go into the drag tool and just drag that whole thing onto the cover photo. Alright, and you just line it up. Now that, if you're happy with that, you can just leave it at that, but I like to have it with a bit of a shadow, like on the edges, as you can see here. And so what you do is, it's fairly simple. You just go onto the background layer, the big background layer, and it's all you have to do is you have to go onto the paint tool, go onto the first, third or fifth tool because they're faded. So what you want to do is you want to just click away and make sure you're selected on the layer 1, so then even if you go over it, it won't affect the banner at all. So undo that. So now what you want to do is you want to hold it down, but don't move your mouse yet. You want to press shift and just drag it across. Look. So all you have to do is just press shift, hold down shift and drag it across so then it stays in that same place no matter where you move your cursor. Now we're doing the same for the bottom. Click down, hold down shift, and just glide it across. So now that you have that, you can fine tune it a bit more. Make sure you hold down shift, otherwise it'll go all over the place. Alright. Oh yeah, and you want to keep the size to around 200 and the hardest to 0%, so it kind of gives it a nice fade instead of just a line of black. Now that is basically done. That is literally it. If you want to add some more curves, you can right click onto the background and merge visible. So now that whole thing is one layer, and you can go onto curves and you can just play around a bit with that. You can make it more better looking. You can add more like saturation, darkness, make it however you want it. You can also use auto as well, and it automatically does it based on how it looks before. And you can also use presets if you have them. That is how to make the banner. Now that you don't need these pictures, you can delete them. Oh, you can keep that one for if you want it, but I don't want it. So that was the one that I did before. This is the one that I showed you how to do. It's all fairly simple, and yeah, so let me know how it goes and tune in for another video, and like, subscribe and comment down below what videos you want to see next.